want to go over and talk to Denise in Boston, who's on the phone. Denise, what's up?
Hey, Bobby.
Appreciate you calling. What do you want to say?
I just want to say I think you and Amy are just kind of being too lenient on Lunchbox.
This is
and
a
his kindness
symptom.
challenge.
I'm getting beat up in my DMs for the same reason that I'm trying to be kindness and hopefully trying to be kindness. I'm trying to be kind and meet him with kindness.
Oh, but you're not being challenged. He is.
I know. But listeners are like, he's been rude.
Well,
I haven't been rude.
kindness is contagious, so I see your point. Like, if you're kind to him, you'll think he'll extend the kindness.
He's on a kindness challenge of 2 weeks. If he finishes today kind, he gets his reward. We're going to do a secret ballot coming up later on this hour because there are a couple instances that we need to evaluate before we declare him kind for 2 weeks. But I will tell you, listeners are all on me for being too kind to him.
Okay.
Yeah, for good reason.
I have mixed feelings on this because I sort of miss, the lunchbox that we are used to.
Mm-hmm. What is that, the mean one?
Well, I don't know, just kind of the funny one.
So he's not funny.
I got a question. Why is Eddie such a hater?
What do you mean? What?
Just ask him why.
But generally he is.
I'm not a
Yeah,
hater.
why?
Not anymore today.
No, dude.
Right, just why?
I don't know.
Not really a hater.
Play 3, Ray.
I just want to say I miss the real lunchbox. Nice lunchbox. Free lunch, free lunch, free lunch.
That's funny.
We'll do secret ballot coming up in a few minutes after we evaluate a couple things that have been brought to my attention that may not have been kind.
Okay. Okay.
That's all. We got to get to the news.
The bar is low, so he is being kind.
But that's not the case. We're not judging him on a him bar.
Okay.
Well, what bar are we? I mean,
the kindness bar.
Regardless,
Wait, is that a real protein bar? Yeah, kind bar.
Oh, a kind bar. That would have made sense. That'd have been a good joke, but you missed that one.
I messed that one up.
All right, news.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
Hey, I do want to start with a story about the boat in Baltimore.
Man.
It was a cargo ship, and I was awake when this happened. It was like 2 a.m. or something. Wasn't sleeping very well last night, and I saw it, and I thought it was like a computer-generated thing, but it's a huge cargo ship, crashes right into this bridge, knocks down like a mile bridge. Lunchbox has the actual facts here.
yeah, it was called the Dolly, and it was headed to Singapore. And 20 minutes into the journey, they had power problems. They lost, I'm going to say this word, propulsion.
Okay, yeah, you're right. That's what it says.
They said, hey, we don't have propulsion. We're losing control of the ship. We may crash into the bridge. And then the whole ship goes dark. There's a lot of smoke coming out the back.
So they were already calling, saying we've lost power.
Yes.
And so with no propulsion, which let me see if I can describe propulsion in an incorrect way. It's basically just how a boat would go forward.
With the propeller.
Yeah, it's just going forward. It's just the action of going forward.
Propel.
Yeah.
Got it.
So they lost that, which means they lost. This thing's huge.
Yeah.
It's not like even a barge. It is a massive cargo ship that's going internationally.
Yeah, and so then they lose power, and smoke comes out of the back, and they crash right into a support pillar. And there was construction crew on the bridge pouring concrete. So they are searching for them. There was like a 20-member crew, and then they believe about 12 cars
drove off
into the 47-degree water. They rescued 2 people. One was uninjured. One had to be rushed to the hospital.
That sucks really bad.
Yeah.
Well, there are 10,000 conspiracy theories online now.
But they all say it is not terrorism. It's nothing. It's just the ship malfunction.
I think I would feel like there was a possibility for something that was shady happening had they not called way ahead of time and been like, hey, we're experiencing this issue. And that boat is so big that it's not like you can just correct it.
Right.
Without any sort of, listen, I worked in a marina for a long time. Even a barge, a small party barge, it's hard to get that thing to do what you want it to do without your engine, without your motor, right? So a boat this big with nothing except a steering wheel, you're not going to fix anything.
Well, this is complete ignorance because I realize it's a heavy ship, probably weighs a lot, but is there a way in which like anchors can just be dropped at one point that'll just stop the boat and it's...
I don't know the answer to that. It's so big that I think that would have been an extremely long process.
Right.
Sort of like a train, you know what I mean? It takes a long time for a train to stop.
Maybe too, and again, we're just thinking maybe this, so we should probably not, but I would imagine that if you are trying everything possible to get it back and running, you're probably not putting all your effort into.
I get it. Yeah.
And you don't know how deep it is right there. The anchor may not reach the bottom.
That's a good point too. Yeah, that really stinks. I mean, the boat's massive. And then people, because it was dark, if this happened in the daytime,
Yeah.
people may have seen it.
Yeah, it's sort of like back in the day, South Padre Island, the bridge connecting to the mainland. Someone hit the bridge in the middle of the night, and it was like right at the
very top of the bridge.
And there's no lights on the bridge, and so cars just kept driving off into the water.
They didn't realize it was broken.
See it. Yeah, you couldn't even see it.
Yeah.
It happened in Minneapolis, too, a few years ago while we were doing the show.
Oh, that's
Remember
right.
that bridge that collapsed?
It's just terrible.
Yeah. It's the Francis Scott Key Bridge hit by a cargo ship in Maryland. It's all up. We just wanted to mention it. It sucks, and we hope everybody. Well, everybody's not going to be okay because some people they can't find, but we hope that they're able to do the best job they can possibly do considering what's happened.
Yeah.
And stop retweeting conspiracy theories. It's crazy. All right, next up. A woman attempted to drive a record 500 miles in a toy car.
Like
one of those Power Wheels?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They are attempting to drive toy cars from Jacksonville to Key West, 500 miles.
That is hilarious.
They estimate that one fresh set of batteries will take them 11 miles. So a battery change will have to be done at the hotel each day after driving.
Yeah.
But then I have jobs. I know they're trying to raise money to do this, but I couldn't do this because I got to be here and do the show. Like Lunchbox could, but that's only because it'd be part of his job.
Right.
Yeah. So if they're doing 11 miles a day, 500 miles.
That's hilarious, though. Like, I'm jealous. That'd be.
And where do they drive? They can't drive on the highway.
They drive on sidewalks.
Sidewalks?
Yeah, they're on sidewalks. And one's in a red one, one's in a blue one, and they're not like cool, like sports car-y ones.
Yeah.
Not like Barbie cars, but sports car-y small ones.
But are their knees like cramped up and stuff in
you
there?
can see them from their like hips up out of the car. It's hilarious.
Are they wearing a helmet?
They are not. I think it goes like 1 mile an hour.
Yeah, they're not going fast.
Very uncomfortable.
Oh, I'm just worried about oncoming traffic.
They're not on sidewalks.
But other people may.
Women
I don't know.
Women and men on.
Surely
walkers?
they have to cross a street at some point.
Anyway, good luck to them. They're raising money. That's awesome. It's for animal rescue.
Okay.
I wonder what their job is. That's what I think first. I'm like, what kind of job do they have? A man in a Philadelphia tow truck was like, "Hey guys, stop!" because he was stealing cars with it.
See, I mean, I've always thought like that's so easy. Why don't more people do that?
That's what you thought? Why don't more people do that?
For years, I've been like, tow truck drivers could easily just steal cars.
Police arrested a man accused of using a tow truck to steal at least 7 vehicles throughout Philadelphia and selling them to a scrapyard. Lamar Miller, 44, 7 counts of auto theft.
Dang.
From NBC Philadelphia. He just tow truck them.
Wow.
I mean, that's the easiest way to steal a car.
Because nobody would think anything about it. And if someone comes up to you like, "You're taking my car," looks like you need to pay your bill.
That's right.
And they're like, "Well, I don't know my bill." We need to take it up with the tow yard. And you don't even take it to that tow yard. You just take it somewhere else.
True.
A 36-year-old woman sang Taylor Swift songs during a surgery as they removed a brain tumor.
She was the surgeon?
No,
the patient.
They have sometimes they'll have them play music or sing or.
Got it.
To keep their brain
That
going.
is wild.
Yeah, it is.
A 36-year-old mom named Selena Campione underwent awake craniotomy to remove a brain tumor. And so they wanted to preserve her speech. So they wanted to monitor these sectors of her brain that are in charge of her speaking. And so while they're taking out the tumor, they had her sing Taylor Swift.
Wow.
What's the first song I'm saying? Love Story. As I just asked myself.
You go chronological?
What?
Go chronological.
That was just my instinct. Okay, first then I'd be like, "So you the Tim McGraw." They'd be like, "Uh-oh, he's messed up." Be like, "No, I just don't know the words, man."
Right.
Oh,
I'm a melody guy.
I assume maybe they were playing Taylor and she sang along. Because that would be difficult to just be also in charge of thinking of all the Taylor songs and thinking of the words. Like if you were to just sing along, that seems easier.
You think it's like karaoke brain surgery?
Maybe.
All right, I got me a Chrysler. It's as big as a whale.
Everybody's saying.
It's about to set sail. Nurse, you're up.
That's what I was picturing.
That's from TMZ. It could be. It just says sang the songs, so
Yeah.
I would think it would just be from memory.
Yeah.
And she had to know them.
Mm-hmm.
Stop going into fitting rooms at the mall. If you want to save money on clothing, stay away from the fitting room. Retail consultants have found the shoppers who enter the fitting room are 57% more likely to buy something. This is from Money Rules by Gene Chatsky. Why? Because when you put something on and see yourself in it, your mind actually takes possession of it.
Oh.
And at that point, not buying it feels like you lost something.
Unless it just doesn't fit right.
Dude, those lights, I
Bigger
don't
lights.
understand lights
Horrible.
in those rooms. They're so bad. I already feel bad about myself. It makes me feel worse.
Those are like fluorescent lights.
Yeah, they need to like do funhouse mirrors or something to make you look better. I think they have the wrong idea.
Well, isn't that a little psychological? Like if you start to feel bad about yourself and then you give yourself a dopamine hit by buying something.
Nope, I look at it and go, can't fix ugly.
Oh, you're ahead of it.
Yeah. All right, that's your news.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
We have a lot of people calling about Lunchbox. I did not mean for this to be a bigger thing, but we'll get to it. Right now, though, Ben Rector, Haley Witters, Color Up My World. Secret ballot. We'll listen to a couple of things that people suggest weren't kind of Lunchbox to do or say. We'll vote. If he passes the vote, he's been kind for 2 weeks. But we have a lot of listeners who have issues with us letting him skate by.
These are just people that don't like me in the first place. so
Not,
they're
not
gonna,
true. Not true.
How do you know?
Because people.
Wait, why would you say that? What's wrong with them?
No,
Exactly.
I didn't say anything was wrong with them.
Exactly. We'll be right back. There's a UFC fighter named Michael Chandler. He brought us these hats yesterday. You know, the shooting here at the school.
Oh, yeah.
Selling hats like the year anniversary of it, still raising money for the people that have gone through that. But he came up and we sat with him for an hour. And so we were talking about this because, again, he's putting a lot of his effort into giving back. And so we started talking about UFC. He's fighting Conor McGregor coming up.
You know him, maybe?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Irish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Eddie had the ultimate question
It
because
was the dumbest question ever.
I think I wondered this. I just never thought to ask it. Here you go.
I got a stupid question. I've just always thought this, though. Whenever you're grappling, could you tickle the dude?
You could. You definitely could. I mean, it's definitely within the unified rules of
That's
mixed
what I'm
martial arts. I
talking
think
about.
you can't. You can't eye gouge. You can't fish hook. You can't poke him in the eyes. But I think tickling is legal. Yeah.
But if you went Gucci Gucci Goo, that'd be fine.
Especially if you make the noise, then it would probably make Sports Center top 10. But also, I don't think it would have much effect because just like getting punched in the face, you probably don't feel tickling with your adrenaline being that high either. But maybe I'll try it in my next fight.
Dude, try it. That'd be amazing.
I'll come back on the show and be like, guys, let's check out this highlight. Look at him right there.
Now, I have a stupid question.
Well, he's not here, though.
Yeah, we can answer
But maybe
that.
y'all know it.
Go ahead.
Is the private area off limits?
It is off
Yes,
limits.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have a cup.
There's
too.
only 5 seconds to end of each round you can grab and pull. It's called the grab and pull 5. Other than that, you can't.
Hey, what if when he fights Connor, he wins by tickle? Like for
Hilarious.
the first time ever.
Hilarious. I asked him, too, about getting punched in the face. I was like, when does it stop hurting? Like, do you ever get punched so many times that it's just another day? And he's like, well, it never hurt here.
Honestly, unfortunately, it never hurts. I've only felt pain once or twice in the actual octagon. Unfortunately, adrenaline is a heck of a drug, man. You know, you're out there, and as soon as that adrenaline starts flowing, you feel the impact, but you don't feel any pain. You know, you might even hear the kind of, it makes like a oof. It makes a little noise when your skin breaks open and then you feel, okay, that's not sweat, that's obviously blood, or you know, start getting blood in your eye. But yeah, unfortunately, I wish it did hurt a little bit because then maybe I would be a little bit more apprehensive and not have my foot on the gas at all times leading with my face. But I do, and yeah, I enjoy it.
He was talking about it. You can hear the whole interview. Just go search for 25 Whistles, our sports podcast. The couple of things that I took from it. He said before he goes out, right before he fights, because I said, do you want to be like, let's go? Or do you want to be super calm so your heart rate is down? He said he wants to be almost in tears because he's just being so grateful that he gets to be there. Like, that's where he tries to work himself to. Like, he works out, breaks, but then right before he goes out, he wants to be like emotional, just almost to the brink of tears because he's so grateful for what's going on.
Wow.
He's the number 6 UFC lightweight in the world right now. The other thing was, I feel like I had another thing I was going to bring up, but I wouldn't want to. I mean, I just can't imagine being somewhere and somebody like, hey, man, let's see if it hurts punching me.
Yeah.
Or somebody trying to fight him because, oh, you're a UFC fighter. He would kill him.
I'm just shocked at how peaceful he was.
Oh, he's the nicest guy.
So nice, peaceful, smart. Like, just, you know, you wouldn't think that from a UFC fighter that just fights for a living would be like that. And he was
How
awesome.
old is he?
35, 36.
Do they have a limit? Like,
Well,
Well-
much like the last 5 seconds of the old pull and twist round,
yeah.
at 37, it's all pull and twist
That
after
was a
that.
serious question.
No, you
'cause,
can
like,
fight until you
You get to
die.
decide
there's
that.
no- okay, because I didn't know because that seems
He's
like a lot
37,
of injury to the body
Older you get,
that you'd probably want to, you know, have a limit.
he talked about that too. Yeah, check out 25 Whistles. But he came in because he had tagged me and he was like, hey, I'm selling these hats to raise money for the victims of a year later. And I thought, hey, come up, talk about that. And then he sat with us and talked about getting tickled in the octagon.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it's super cool. Let me put Becky on in Mississippi, who is on right now. Hey, Becky, welcome to the Bobby Bone Show.
Hello.
What's up, Becky?
How are you? I'm good.
Doing pretty good. What do you want to say?
Well, I listen to y'all every morning, and I have been following this contest, and I have to say, if you give him the reward, you're just reinforcing his bad behavior. Unfortunately, he's not a nice person. Bless
Lunchbox,
his
by the way,
heart,
not Michael
he's
Chandler.
Just not.
Yeah.
Good clarification.
Yeah,
I would like to know why you think that.
Lunchbox is a 2-week challenge to be kind. A lot of people say we've given him multiple chances and free passes.
Well, what she's saying is parenting 101.
So,
yeah.
Becky, can you be a bit more specific, or do you even have something specific?
Well, he reminds me of the bad girl on The Bachelor. He's contradictory to everybody. He's not polite. He doesn't honestly compliment people. he is aggressive and combative.
Yeah.
It's just his personality.
Generally speaking. Okay. Well, Becky, I appreciate that call. Thank you for listening and sharing your thoughts with us. And we're definitely going to debate it here. I have another clip to play, but I hope you have an awesome day.
Thanks, y'all too.
All right. See you later. So this is one of the things that I've been hit, and I got two. Number one, a bunch of listeners said that Lunchbox could have his opinion on Abby singing, but him doing an impression of her singing was unkind because he did the nasal impression.
No, you said, how does she sound?
But I didn't say do an impression. Anyway, here is the clip. Go ahead. What does she sound like to you?
She might have been. I mean, it's
Hey,
just like,
Randy Travis was nasally.
Do you think she's so nasal it'll keep her from a record deal?
Yeah, she's like 90% nasal.
Oh,
jeez.
a lot of nasal.
Like if I had to say it.
Good.
Okay. First one. Hold on.
But like you said, what does she sound like to you? And how else do you show it with that imitation?
You can say she sounds nasally.
No, I said that over and
Next up,
over.
hold on. I have another one here.
Thank you.
I thought I had another.
Yeah, the Bonehead one?
example. Is there? What is it?
Clip during the Bonehead.
Yeah, play that. What is that one? Voicemail we got. Okay, that's it. Yeah, play that one.
The voicemail was.
Yeah, I think I had it on the sheet yesterday, and it was them also. Everybody has left all these things about Lunchbox, doing all these mean things that maybe we haven't thought of as mean because it's so normal.
Yeah.
Let me know when you find it.
All right,
Ray.
here's the voicemail and then the Bonehead.
Okay, go ahead.
I was just listening to the podcast when Lunchbox was talking about his bonehead story of the day. It was about a female who took her shirt off. Then he makes the comment, super unkind, I wouldn't want to see her anyway. I don't know, but I think the Lambo should go.
Okay, I wouldn't want to see her anyway. Let's see if we feel like this is unkind. Hit it.
A 27-year-old woman wanted to get some exercise in, so she went out in the front yard, did some jumping jacks, says, man, this doesn't feel right. Let me take off my top. Just looking at her pictures, not one I want to see doing jumping jacks.
But we didn't need that. You didn't need to add that.
That's kind of mean,
I
man.
remember that. Okay.
No.
But
Here's the thing.
looks are relative.
Eddie asked, what does she look like?
Right. What's wrong with that?
Then you
And
could
so-
say brown hair. Okay, fine.
And so I just gave my opinion that
There was no description of what she looked like other than what you would do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't look at that.
Shoot, Lunchbox.
So hold on.
That's
Do
not
not make
kind.
up your mind. What we're going to do is we're going to come back.
because there are, listen,
You can have your piece in a second. Hold on. Everybody relax. We're going to come back on a ballot. There's going to be Ray, me, Mike D, Amy, Eddie, Morgan number 2, and Scuba. 7 people.
Perfect.
I mean,
If it's either kind or unkind, if he gets more unkind votes, it starts over. If he gets more kind votes, he wins the Lamborghini trip.
What do you mean it starts over? He's on another time trial?
If
Yeah.
he wants to keep going, the 2 weeks starts over.
We can do this for months.
We will do the secret ballot next. I spent 2 hours on this eBay page last night. I only put up 4 items. I got in all this stuff to buy and win the sports memorabilia, and so I put it back on eBay to sell it back. And so I'm just trying to make my money back, and any profit I'm going to split between my crew that is running this and St. Jude. But this stuff's like really nice, but I don't even know what I'm doing. I might have listed something for like $1.
Oh, no.
I know.
Oh, man, you got to
I think I'm just going to buy, you know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to buy one of those bingo things, and then just have a lottery on Instagram or something. And just be like.
Is that allowed?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But at the eBay, it's hard. It's a lot. But I got 4 things up, and I know we've been waiting on Lunchbox to do that thing with our pallet of stuff.
Pallet, yeah.
But we're waiting a long time for that.
But now you get it. It's hard.
No, but I also did it. I also got it up and got 4 things up.
Way quicker than Lunchbox.
Yes. So if anything, that shows me it's
Yeah, but
able
we're
to
not
be
doing
done.
eBay. We're not doing eBay.
No, I hear you, but I was just saying it shows me it's able to be done.
Yeah.
eBay's hard.
You got to commit,
It's got to do it.
Yeah, trying to figure out how to ship 2,000 pounds of rope.
That's tough.
We can just take a loss on the rope.
Hey, that one's tough.
No, it's worth like $300.
No, sell the rope locally.
Local
rope.
And deliver it.
Yeah, Facebook Marketplace. Okay, we have to vote if Lunchbox is kind or not.
Nope.
There were 2 recent instances, and if he passes this vote, 2 weeks, he wins the Lamborghini trip. It's around a racetrack. It's like $500.
Yeah, Bobby, I just bid on all 4 of your items.
Were any of them $1? There's like a signed Barry Sanders, the running back. It's like $350, like a figurine. He signed it, but I think I might have put it for $1.
So how much is it?
Does it say $1 on there?
He's not on it, guys.
Oh, never mind. He lied. Is lying kind?
No.
Because he just lied. Oh, no, now my vote maybe.
There's a fine line between lying and playing a trick on you.
That's called
Anyway,
a trick. Called a joke.
The eBay page is on my Instagram story, Mr. Bobby Bones. There's only 4 things up with Amy Brown, my favorite podcast.
4 things up.
Okay, so let's go. We'll vote. Is Lunchbox kind or unkind? The bonehead story of the day is the one that's really making me feel sideways.
Oh.
Because I've been giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I can send you her picture.
Why would you send me her picture?
If you want to know if I was being honest or not.
So we just write unkind or kind?
Why did you lead with unkind when I said kind or unkind?
I mean, do we just write kind or unkind?
There are 7 of us. Vote. And if we vote unkind, he doesn't lose. It just gets postponed. He can decide to go 2 more weeks.
Amy, are you voting?
Yep.
Okay, I'm in. I feel like I'm a little too kind, but I'm
in.
You spell kind. Okay. I'm in.
Eddie, you don't even have to crumple yours. We already know what you wrote.
Well, Eddie filled his out as soon as we went to commercial. Was like, I have mine. We're like, hold on. He goes, well, I already know what he is.
It's like you were going to change my mind or something.
Lunchbox, what do you have to say for yourself? Anything?
I mean, it's interesting being kind and being nice all the time. I'm just good at it.
Ray, would you play the bonehead back?
A 27-year-old woman wanted to get some exercise in, so she went out in the front yard, did some jumping jacks, says, man, this doesn't feel right. Let me take off my top. Just looking at her pictures, not one I want to see doing jumping jacks without
But we didn't
top
need
on.
that. You didn't need to add that. Okay. Didn't feel
But Eddie asked me an opinion. And
No,
when
he
you-
said, what does she look like? And then maybe you could say, not is she ugly or hot? It
I
doesn't
didn't
matter.
say.
Moving on.
Blonde hair.
I didn't want
Let's
to
open it up. There
Hold
are
on.
7 votes.
I didn't want to look at her because I'm a married man.
Hey, man, brother.
Sorry.
All he does is look at girls on his
Sorry
computer.
for being dedicated to my wife.
I have a hat. Let's pull it out. Kind or unkind? The first vote is. Well, somebody went hard. 4 unkind.
That's Eddie.
1.
Oh my gosh.
Does that count for 4?
No, it counts as 1, but they also underline unkind.
Just wanted to clarify.
Okay, unkind 1.
Okay.
Next one. Unkind.
Oh my goodness. That's 5 unkinds.
It's 2.
2.
Oh, 4, not the 4 from the first one?
No. Next one.
Oh no.
Unkind.
Oh no! Run, run, you hear that? That's the Lambo going that way.
No, that's okay. He can just extend.
3 votes.
Nah, it's over, man.
Unkind.
How many people are voting?
7.
Oh, so we got. Hey,
get 4.
this is what they do on Survivor. They show you 3 names, and then
No,
it's all of a sudden
he's
Bill.
just picking
Bill.
Why did someone draw on this one? And Scuba put his name on the back of it like he was
Yeah,
doodling.
now we know who it is.
Oh, he did that. His logo.
Yeah. Scuba wrote,
Kind.
he was kind enough.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Kind.
Enough.
Oh my God.
This is where Survivor starts turning. The people on the oh, why no? I didn't see this coming. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
What up, probes?
Next one is
Kind.
kind.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Who would
Boom,
vote
boom,
that?
boom. Hey, Eddie, you hear that? That's a
How many times?
Lambo coming this
how many
way.
times did Amy vote?
What?
I voted once.
Okay. Just checking.
Lambo pulling up.
The next one is
Come on, Lambo.
kind.
Yep.
Okay.
3-3.
So dumb. Someone online said that Amy.
By the way-
they think Amy has a crush on Lunchbox.
By the way,
Hey, wouldn't be the only
Someone
person that has a
online
crush
said
on
that.
me.
your
Okay.
final vote is
Lambo.
unkind.
Screw you
For
guys.
the record, mine was pen. Mine was a kind.
Screw you guys.
There it goes.
That was fun.
Do you want to try to be kind for 2 more weeks?
Nah, it's
Yes.
over, man.
No, do it.
You can do it, Lunchbox.
Nah,
I believe you can do it.
Lambo.
But also, just because I think Lunchbox is funny, I have a crush on him.
It did kind of sound like you're all sweet on his.
I'm just telling you what people
molasses,
said
man.
online.
No.
Okay.
People are idiots.
I know. Well,
Yeah, that's,
I know.
It's also funny that Lunchbox is only funny when he's mean, though.
like that. Like that's his angle.
no, he's got quick humor that isn't
Then
always
let's
mean.
let's use that one then.
Yeah. Where's that muscle?
See, we just have to exercise it.
Yeah.
dang.
I think the kind voters. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to break it down.
Well, what do you think? Just opinion. This is your opinion.
Me, Amy, Scuba voted kind.
Yep, and then the rest voted unkind.
I wonder why.
Dang, that sucks.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there we have it.
Guess we'll never know. It was anonymous.
Lunchbox, you are welcome to start again.
Nah, it's over.
You can do it, man.
No, it's over because it's April
What, Scuba?
5th,
Yeah,
man.
it's April 5th. It's next week. He won't have time to do 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's over,
I feel
man.
bad for my dude. Maybe can we give him 1 week? Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 week.
He was pretty good for a lot.
How
of
about
that.
1 week though of not just passing the bar? 1 week of extreme kindness.
I mean, I did.
No.
I went out and gave compliments to people randomly at stores.
No, I hear you, but I'm talking about
How weird was that?
You
In
were
the
like,
room.
that wasn't unkind. We had to like debate if it was unkind, but it has to be like so kind. Like every day you bring a kind gesture.
Gosh.
An example would be like if you had that
Like-
jumping jack story, you'd be like, man, she sure does do jumping jacks really well. You know?
Do you have a crush on him?
Amy, why'd you look at him like that?
No, I'm giving him.
I'm kidding. All right, go.